Morning, ladies. I'm Nina Prohl. Welcome to Pilates Fusion, and thank you for joining us this morning. Welcome to Project Positivity. We're going to do a fusion class this morning. We're going to do a little bit of balance work, some gentle yoga, and of course, classical mat Pilates. I'm going to start off the class with a relaxation pose. So if something this morning makes your back angry or is not for you, this is something to keep in your back pocket. And the goal today, creating a positive intention, of course, is just to create some calm, some good energy, low impact classical Pilates, and of course, happy backs, feeling stronger than yesterday. So let's get started. Let's just take a deep breath in and exhale. Connecting to our breath and connecting to the present. Taking another deep breath in and exhaling. Our breath is something we can keep in our back pocket in times of joy, in times of stress. Let's take another deep breath in and letting it all go. Let's start off with our legs long, feet are flexed. Let's roll our shoulder blades back, opening that chest, having that beautiful Pilates posture. And we're going to put our arms forward and take it down, honoring that back, bring it into a C curve, all the way back down to our mat. And we're going to start off with that relaxation pose. Let's bring our knees to our chest and just rolling out our back. So this is called baby back roll. This is a great exercise for your back. Joseph Pilates used to say, we're as young as our spine. So I always say this is a good one to maybe do when we wake up in the morning, when we're waiting on our coffee, or perhaps if we're in a lot of office appointments and we're not having that time for our self-care, or certainly if your back feels tight, if you've been on maybe a long car ride or behind your computer a lot. And now we're going to come into happy baby. So I know we're going to grab those big toes and continue to roll out our spine. I'm sure there's some ladies in the audience today that are moms, and we like to remember when our kids were babies, maybe age 1 to 2, how they would do this in their stroller or in their crib. Such a sweet memory. Let's take a deep breath in and let it all go. All right, we're going to bring our feet flat to the mat, and we're going to work on some bridging this morning. First of all, let's connect to the mat. Let's roll those shoulder blades back, opening our chest. Our scapula is engaged to the mat. Arms are long and strong. And we're going to gently bring up our back, lower back, middle back, upper back into a bridge. And let's maintain this position for a little bit, engaging our glutes nice and strong. And we're going to work on some pelvic tilts. Let's bring our hips to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Meet me in the middle, and let's just hold on to that position, feeling a little bit stronger than yesterday. Let's take another deep breath in and let it all go. Let's bring our backs gently back down to the mat. And we're going to reconnect to the mat, rolling those shoulder blades back, opening that chest. Beautiful posture. And bringing that back up again from the mat into a bridge. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Shooting that right leg to the ceiling. Foot is pointed. Let's flex it, point it, flex it, point it, flex it, point it. And now we're going to, let's draw like a little basketball in the air with that foot. And as you can tell now, we are doing low impact exercise against our own body weight, working on our strength, working on our beautiful balance. Maybe working on getting some ballerina legs this morning, making our body feel a little bit happier, more calm. Let's reverse that basketball circle. And try to lengthen that leg, keeping it nice and straight. Give me 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're gonna gracefully, with intention, bring that leg slowly back down to the mat like we have a 50-pound weight on it, creating some resistance. And let's bring that foot flat on the mat. And we're gonna slowly bring that, our whole back down to the mat. Let's reconnect, roll our shoulder blades back. Bring up that back again, lower back, middle back, upper back. Shooting that right leg long to the ceiling. And we're gonna do a little daydream that we're painting a stripe on the wall, lowering our leg to meet the opposite knee, and then bringing it all the way back up. And we're going to do 10 more leg lifts. Whole body workout. Let's bring that leg gently all the way back down to the mat. Let's lower the mat, lower our back down to the mat. Happy Friday, ladies, by the way. Let's bring that back all the way up again. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Shooting our left leg long and pointed to the ceiling. Let's flex it, point it, flex it, point it, flex it, point it, flex it, point it. And now we're going to draw those basketballs with our foot pausing up at the top. And now let's reverse that circle. All right, ladies, let's slowly bring that left leg all the way back down to the mat and bring our knees into our chest, and we're just going to gently roll out that lower back, our lumbar spine. And sorry, that phone call came through. Let me just turn this off a second. All righty. So let's come up to a sitting position and remember to stay hydrated. You might need a sip of water. We are going to work on keeping that spine nice and young this morning. Let's grab onto our thighs gently. And we're going to lower that back into a C curve just a few inches so you feel your abs engaged nice and tight. And then sitting back up, working on that beautiful posture, trying to elongate the spine, growing a little taller. And now let's shoot those legs long. Feet are flexed. And we are going to come down one vertebra at a time. And if you have any Campbell's soup cans in your house, you can use them as a 1 pound weight, or you can do a little daydream and pretending you are holding onto a rope and coming down one vertebra at a time, nice and slow with control. And we're going to bring our arms over our head, taking that nice gentle stretch, and then coming all the way back up one vertebra at a time and doing a nice beautiful two-way Pilates stretch, stretching over those feet, shooting our tailbone, our coccyx bone out the opposite way, coming all the way back up. Let's roll those shoulder blades back, opening our chest, shooting our hips into the mat, and we're going to take it down. We're going to do this a few times, ladies. Working on our core, our spine, our flexibility, taking a deep breath in, and then coming all the way back up, exhaling, nice gentle two-way Pilates stretch, and then bringing it all the way back down. Let's roll those shoulder blades back, coming all the way back down one vertebra at a time. Taking that deep breath in, coming all the way back up, exhaling. Coming up, sitting nice and tall. And we're going to do this 5 more times. Coming all the way back down, bringing your hands over your head, taking a deep breath in, and exhaling. Sitting up nice and tall, rolling those shoulder blades back. All right, last one, make it your best. Alrighty, we're going to move on to one of my favorite exercises called Mermaid. So we're going to sit on our side, and left hand goes to left ankle, and right arm comes up to right ear. And this is an oblique stretch. So we're going to gently bring that arm all the way up towards the ceiling at our own level. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale as we bring that arm into a rainbow stretch. Bringing that arm all the way up again. Let's try to do a little bit of a gentle, deeper stretch. A little bit of a pull, taking a deep breath in, and then exhaling. Coming all the way back up. Let's go a little bit deeper. This is your last one. Take a deep breath in. Bringing the arm towards the ceiling and then into the rainbow. just take a little pause and breathe into the stretch. Alrighty, so let's move on to the opposite side. So right hand comes to right ankle, left arm comes to left ear, and we're going to take that deep cleansing breath in and slowly pull that arm towards the ceiling and then exhale into the rainbow. Let's gracefully bring that arm all the way up again, and perhaps we can get a little bit more flexible, taking a deep breath in, pulling it towards the ceiling, and then exhaling. Gonna come all the way back up again. Make it your best. This is your last one, girls. Pulling a little bit deeper in a gentle way. And take that deep breath in and exhaling. Alrighty, we're going to move on to pigeon, another stretch, which is a hip opener. So we're going to bring that right knee forward, left leg is long, and you may think, oh, this feels so nice. This is perfect for me. So that would be great, and you can stay here. If you want a little bit more, you're going to stack your hands, put your hands down on the mat, forehead comes down on the mat, and we're just going to pause and connect with our breath in the present and just work on our breathing. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in. And let it all go. Another deep breath in and exhale. All right, so let's gently come out of this, and left knee is coming forward. Right leg is long, and again, you can stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can stack your hands, bringing your forehead down to the mat and working with our breath. All right, ladies, while we're here, we're gonna come down to our tummy and we're gonna go for a little swim this morning. So the exercise swimming is just elongating our arms and our feet and doing a gentle flutter, holding in our belly nice and tight. And then coming all the way back down to the mat. Alrighty, we're gonna work on some gentle hyperextensions now. Let's bring our hands together on the small of our back, and our feet are together. We're gonna bring our feet to our seat like our legs are a tree trunk. So slowly, let's bring those feet all the way to our seat. One, we're gonna go three times. Two, three, bringing the legs all the way back down to the mat. Head comes forward and chest is coming out of the water. Beautiful hyperextension. Really good for our posture. Let's come all the way back down on that right cheek. Hands come to the small of the back again. And let's kick our seat together 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Bringing the legs gently down to the mat. Head comes forward and center, and body comes out of the water. And let's come all the way back. We're going to do each side just one more time. Hands come to the small of the back. Let's kick our seat 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Legs come all the way back down to the mat. Head comes forward, and we're coming out of that water, lifting our chest up. And then we're going to come on to that right cheek. This is the last one. Hands come to the small of the back. Let's bring our feet to our seat 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Slowly bringing the legs back down the mat. Head comes center, and we're coming out. Way to go, girls. You're doing something great for your mind and your body today. Just gonna grab a sip of water, and I know we have some dancers out there, or maybe some ladies that loved ballet when they were young, or still do ballet. And we might even have some ladies that have the little dream of being a Rockette for a day in New York. Maybe that's my dream. Sounds so fun. Okay, so this is for all our lovely dancers out there. Let's bring our feet center to the mat with our big toes, and we're going to do this together. It's called can-can. We're going to bring our knees to the right, to the left, to the right again, and then shoot them out long and strong. Try to hold it maybe for 10 seconds would be amazing. Meet me in the middle, and we're going to bring our knees to the left, to the right, to the left again, and shoot them out long. Coming center, and we're going to do that one more time, girls. So knees to the right, to the left, to the right again, and then shoot them out long. Coming center. Last time, make it your best. We're bringing the knees to the left, to the right, to the left again, and then shoot them out long. And then coming center. Alrighty, we're going to move on to teaser, which is classical Pilates. Typically, when you Google Pilates, you see this image of a lady doing teaser. The easier way to do it is to stay where we're at on our sits bones and just bring out your arms and legs strong. If this is super easy, you can add a little circles to your arms. You can reverse it. You can bring those legs up and down, or of course you can just hold it. Alrighty. The other way of doing teaser, you can try, and then you can have an opinion which way you prefer, is to lay down all the way on your mat. And I know this is a little bit of a challenge, but always good to learn something new every day, right? So I'm going to roll my shoulder blades back, engage my core, and my glutes are crazy strong muscles. And I'm going to come up together, bringing my arms and legs out. And then bring it all the way back down. So the good news about teaser is it's only expected to do 3 of them. So I'm going to do my last one. Now you can choose which way you prefer. I'm going to do the easier way, give myself a little break today, sitting up on my sits bones and bringing my arms and legs forward. And then bringing it all the way back down. Alrighty, well, daydreams are free, right? Let's pretend we're all at a beach store together and I'm sitting with my feet the width of my mat and my legs are flexed, and they had a sale on the baby pink beach balls today, buy one, get one. This is a classical Pilates stretch called spine stretch forward. It is not a ballet stretch. So I have my big beach ball here and I'm stretching forward over that beach ball, doing a beautiful two-way Pilates stretch, stretching my tailbone out the opposite way, and then coming all the way back up, rolling my shoulder blades back, lengthening my spine, shooting your hips into the mat, trying to grow taller. Let's go for this again one more time, ladies. Coming all the way forward over that beach ball. And then coming all the way back up, growing taller. Let's take a deep breath in. And as I exhale, I'm going to come all the way forward. Coming all the way back up. Always working on that beautiful posture. And then coming forward. Coming all the way back up again. Rolling the shoulder blades back, and we're going to go for this one more time. Coming all the way forward. All right, ladies, we're going to move on to a little bit of gentle yoga. So let's come on our knees. We're going to come into angry happy cat, and our hands are flat on the mat with those fingers spread. Head is gently resting between those hands. And I'm going to bring my back up into a C curve, bringing it towards the ceiling. Taking a deep breath in. And as I exhale, bring my belly towards the mat. Taking a deep breath in again. Bringing the back all the way back up. And then exhaling. Bring that back all the way up again. Stretching out that beautiful spine. And then as I exhale, bringing the belly down the mat. One more time, deep breath in. Arching the back all the way up in a C curve, and then exhaling. Let's come up on our toes. A little add-on coming into downward dog. And we're just going to walk our dog, stretching out those hamstrings, bringing a foot up one at a time. And then we're going to bring our chest forward into King Cobra, just feeling ever so strong this morning. And then we're going to come back into downward dog, walking that dog out. Coming back into King Cobra, opening up that chest. And then coming back into downward dog one more time. So now, ladies, you have a choice. When we come back up, you can come into King Cobra. You can hold a plank. This would be holding a plank, just like this, or you can do 10 push-ups with me. Alrighty, I'm going to start on my push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's bring those knees to the mat. We're going to come into child's pose, bringing your forehead to the mat and walking out those fingers. Take a deep breath in and letting it all go. Taking another deep breath in and exhaling. Another deep breath in and letting it all go. Let's bring that back all the way up to the ceiling again into happy angry cat. And then bringing the belly back down to the mat. Bringing that back all the way up again. And then belly comes down to the mat. Last time, back comes all the way up. And belly comes down to the mat. Alrighty, we're gonna work on some core work a little more. I don't want anyone to feel like they got ripped off. Okay, so happy Friday, ladies. Let's go work on that beautiful core. Coming all the way back down. We're gonna come to that resting pose for a minute, feeling ever so grateful, giving yourself a nice big hug, bringing your knees into the chest, rolling out your back. Coming into happy baby. Let's check our flexibility. Pulling on those big toes. I imagine we're feeling a little bit more flexible than we did a half hour ago. All right, let's shoot those legs long, and we're going to come into our one leg circle. So step number one is connecting our back to the mat. Let's roll those shoulder blades back, opening the chest. Arms are long and strong, and the right leg is pointed to the ceiling, and this is a gentle hip opener. So the goal is to keep that left hip engaged to the mat. We can do a small circle if you'd like, pausing up at the top, or you can certainly do a big, beautiful circle, pausing up at the top, just keeping that left hip engaged to the mat. Now let's pause that leg up the top and reverse that circle. Give me 10 more. All right, let's pause that foot at the top, and we're going to gently bring it down the mat very slowly with intention that we have a 50-pound weight on it. Let's reconnect to the mat, rolling our shoulder blades back, shooting that left leg to the ceiling. And again, you can do a small circle, pausing up at the top, maintaining that right hip connected to the mat. Or you can do a big, beautiful circle all the way around, pausing up at the top. Arms are long and strong, engaged to the mat. reversing that circle. All right, let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gently bringing that leg all the way back down to the mat. Let's bring our knees to our chest, rolling out that back, taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Another deep breath in and letting it all go. Coming into happy baby. Alrighty, working on a little bit more core work. If your neck feels fine, bring it off the mat so you're up on your shoulder blades. But if your neck doesn't feel fine, please leave it down on the mat. Right knee is gently coming to my right, to my nose, and left leg is long, a few inches above the mat. And the exercise, one leg pull, I'm just gonna pull my leg twice, pull, pull, and then switch it. Pull, 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 switch it, pull, pull, switch it, pull, pull. All right, let's come back to that baby back roll. Give yourselves a little bit of break. We're gonna move on now to scissors. So scissors, again, if your neck feels fine, bring those shoulder blades off the mat. Right leg is long, foot is pointed. Do that gentle stretch, knee to nose, and then switch it. Five more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, I think I have to turn my fan on in here. So, some of the ladies might be thinking, maybe I'll have a nice glass, just one glass of wine a night with a lovely Italian dinner, getting all those good veggies in and a little bit of protein. So this exercise is called corkscrew, a little fun one to put out there. So feet are going towards the ceiling and they're pointed, and I'm just going to do a little baby corkscrew with them and pausing up the top. The other way to do it is to do a really big corkscrew, but I'm keeping my shoulder blades engaged to the mat. Or you can alternate it. You can do a few little ones, and then maybe a really big one. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing the knees to the chest, Alrighty, girls, good news. We're done with core. We're gonna move on to some leg work. And then I always like to end with some meditation. So let's get into our banana pose. So that is just a Pilates pose that we are long on our mat, on the edge of the mat, and then our feet come forward. So let's work on our leg lifts forward and back. Bring that leg all the way forward, pointed. And then feet come together. And this working leg, the foot is still pointed, and my belly is in. And I'm going to bring that leg up with the foot pointed and then flex coming down. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty, ladies, we're gonna move on to making some beautiful circles with this leg now. Pausing up at the top, circling around, brushing that opposite foot. Again, a hip opener. So you can always do a small one with control, brushing that foot, whatever feels very gentle and safe for you. Always some options, which is great. All right, let's pause up at the top here and reverse that circle. Alrighty, we're going to bring that working leg down now and just gently press that knee up and reposition this foot pointing towards the opposite foot. So now we're working on our inner thigh, doing some up and downs. Foot is pointed. And then we're going to move into some small circles, like a tennis ball size. Reversing that leg. Alrighty, let's flip over to our opposite side. So we are keeping our body even, feet come forward in that banana pose, and we're working on our leg lifts forward and back. And now we're going to bring our feet together and work on our up and down. So foot is pointed going up and then flex going down. And now we're going to bring this working foot into that circle, that hip openers. So again, it can be a small circle brushing that opposite foot, or you can do a big, beautiful circle, pausing up at the top, circling around. Just want to maintain that body connected to the mat. We're nice and strong and focused. All right, let's bring that working leg forward and gently pushing the knee up a little bit. Foot is going to change direction, pointing the opposite foot. And we're going to work on our up and downs. And then bringing that leg into a gentle little tennis ball circle, reversing it. All right, ladies, we're going to move on to our meditation now. So you can get comfortable on your mat, perhaps sitting all the way up in a crisscross applesauce. I'm just dimming some lights here. Or you can lay all the way back down on your back, closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Let's take another deep breath in and letting it all go. Thinking in your brain a happy place, or maybe even a soothing color. You can think about maybe a beautiful day with the wind blowing, and it's just not too hot, not too cold. Maybe you're having your favorite cup of tea or something super simple, just thinking of a color. It could be lavender for calm, maybe a little orange twist for bright energy, thinking of sunlight. Let's take another deep breath in and exhaling. And I'm just going to guide you with some positive intentions today, thinking of calm, thinking of good energy today on this Friday morning, and of course, happy backs today. And thinking about our mind being the most important resource, and that meditation can nourish the mind in the same way that food nourishes the body. Brilliant things often happen in calm minds. Sometimes we can't change what's happening around us, but we can change what happens within us. Let's practice some meditation this morning, and of course, feeling fully aware, fully awake, and fully alive. Being patient with each other and our mind, and being kind to ourselves along the way. Let's take another deep breath in and exhale. Slowly opening our eyes. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me this morning in Pilates Fusion, and I wish you a wonderful day.